Good morning, everybody. My name is Stephen McIllhatton. I won't speak too long, but I would like to give you a little bit of guidance about today and perhaps assist you in making some decisions that will be very, very important for you and your family over the next few years. How do you judge whether you're going to send your child to a particular school? I suppose you start off by looking at the history of that particular school and looking at the results it may have achieved. You've already heard that we are an MSc school. You may or may not know we've been going for 85 years. You may or may not know that we were a boys' school and we are now a co-educational school, which is the trend of the modern day. Schools, single-sex schools, are disappearing from Australia, they're disappearing from the world. Co-education is the more common family way of educating, quite simply because families do tend to have boys and they do tend to have girls. When you're looking at results, you might look at OP results. I know that we were in the paper this week, not this week, but about a month ago. I also know that we've a number of people that would have seen our musical, Les Miserables. It was outstanding. We won't be doing it next year because we do musicals every 2 years. You have to be very careful about what's happened in the past and how you interpret it and what's going to be the future for your child. What do I see as your role here today? I believe that parents need to be able to guide their children into making decisions about their future. Parents need to be able to attempt to foresee that future. You need to be able to look forward and see what sort of a child do I want my child to be in half a dozen years' time when they finish their secondary schooling. How will you go about it? Well, our future is in front of me here. Our students, they are our future. So what I would ask you to do today is not think so much about what might have happened in the past and what results, what statistics you can bring to bear. Whether it's single-sex or co-education doesn't make a lot of difference in the end because every student needs to find the school that is going to fit them. Every single student. No one school will fit all, we know that. So what you need to do is find out today by asking the appropriate questions whether this school is going to be the place for your son or daughter. The sorts of questions that you will ask will be, do they honestly believe that their teachers will strive beyond what is fair and reasonable to bring the very best out of them? What was their decision-making process? Are they happy here? Do they want to come along? Do they believe that when they finish this school, they will be good, genuine, honest, kind, compassionate people? The type of people that will make this world a better place. Do they honestly believe that? Do they think that that's going to happen here? Because I'm sure if you're like me as a parent, yes, there are some nice things that can happen in schools and academic results and other bits and pieces, performances, yes, that's all good. But I really want my children to be worthwhile citizens of this world. And I really want them to be making this world a better place by the education that they're going to receive. Of course, your own children will have their desires, but it is up to you to guide them. They're small, they're not adults, they can't be expected to be making adults' decisions. They can give you their preference, but ultimately it is your responsibility to get the facts to work out what is going to be best for your child. These 80 today, there's some 80 students who have turned up, they've done so voluntarily. They do so because they love their school. They haven't been told what they will say. We would ask you to ask all of the questions you want to know. Find out every single thing you can, because as I said, they are our future.